Monday, March 17th, promises to be a game-changing episode on Days of Our Lives. Tensions reach an all-time high as Johnny DiMera declares he's finished with his father, EJ. Meanwhile, Ava Vitale faces off with Melinda Trask, and Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter launch a critical search. Add in Kristen DiMera's desperate attempt to protect Rachel Blake and Belle Black's confession to Brady Black, and this episode is set to deliver unforgettable drama. What does this mean for the residents of Salem? Let's break it all down. At the DiMera mansion, emotions explode as Johnny DiMera lashes out at EJ, landing a forceful punch squarely across his father's face. The impact is more than just physical, it's the culmination of years of tension, deep-seated resentment, and a truth so shocking that it has shattered Johnny's perception of his father forever. Johnny has finally uncovered the full, horrifying details of his conception, and the revelation sends him into a spiral of fury and disgust. Convinced that EJ took advantage of Sammy Brady in a way that can never be forgiven, Johnny's rage reaches a breaking point. Kate Roberts Brady was the one to deliver this devastating news, and the moment Johnny learned the truth, his mind was made up: EJ has to pay. Desperate to salvage the situation, EJ scrambles to explain, trying to paint a different picture, hoping his son will see a more complex version of the story. But Johnny isn't having it. He cuts off his father at every turn, refusing to hear his justifications. To him, there is no explanation that can undo the betrayal, no amount of words that can erase the damage done. The moment EJ crossed that line all those years ago, Johnny believes their father-son bond was doomed. The weight of this decision is palpable. Johnny isn't just furious, he's resolute. He declares, with absolute finality, that he is finished with EJ. He wants nothing more to do with him, and for all intents and purposes, he no longer considers him his father. As Johnny storms out, the reality of the situation sets in for EJ. The once unbreakable bond between them now lies in ruins, and the fallout will send shockwaves throughout the DiMera family. With Johnny's rejection cutting deep, EJ is left to grapple with a painful truth: this time, he may not be able to fix what's been broken. The question remains: will he fight to mend his fractured family, or will this push him further into a downward spiral of deception and destruction? Elsewhere, Ava Vitale and Melinda Trask find themselves in a confrontation that sizzles with underlying tension and decades of bad blood. Both women are seasoned manipulators, experts in the art of deception, and neither is willing to concede an inch of power to the other. What starts as a seemingly routine encounter quickly escalates into a verbal chess match, each trying to outmaneuver the other in a high-stakes battle for control. Ava, always calculating, may be looking to gain leverage. Perhaps she needs something that only Melinda can provide. But Melinda, ever the ruthless district attorney, has an agenda of her own, one that could put Ava in a dangerously compromising position. There's no love lost between these two, and the tension in the room is thick enough to cut with a knife. As the conversation intensifies, veiled threats turn into open hostility. Ava's steely determination meets Melinda's unyielding authority, and it becomes clear that neither woman is willing to walk away without getting what she wants. But in Salem, power shifts like the wind, and just when one of them thinks they've gained the upper hand, a shocking twist could change everything. What exactly is at stake in this battle of wits? Is Ava looking to settle an old score, or does Melinda have damning information that could turn Ava's world upside down? No matter who walks away victorious, one thing is certain: this is a fight that will have far-reaching consequences, and the fallout could shake Salem to its core. Meanwhile, Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter are deep in an intense investigation, determined to find the missing puzzle pieces that could finally bring EJ DiMera to justice. This isn't just about clearing up a few inconsistencies, this is about securing solid evidence that could land EJ behind bars for good. The pressure is mounting as the duo works tirelessly, combing through documents, re-examining testimonies, and following up on new leads that could blow the case wide open. But what exactly are they looking for? And more importantly, will they find something that irrefutably links EJ to a crime he's desperately trying to distance himself from? With Johnny officially cutting ties with his father and law enforcement circling like sharks, EJ's once unshakable empire is now on the verge of collapse. He's backed into a corner, and the question is no longer if he'll get caught, but when. If Rafe and Jada's search proves fruitful, EJ may soon find himself with no escape route. But he's a master strategist, always thinking one step ahead. Will he be able to outmaneuver them before they deliver the final blow? Kristen DiMera has always been a force to be reckoned with, but when it comes to her daughter Rachel Blake, she is more determined than ever to shield her from the harsh realities of Salem. Rachel needs structure, guidance, and, most importantly, unwavering protection. However, Kristen is quickly realizing that keeping her daughter out of trouble is far more challenging than she anticipated, and she is running out of time and options. As Rachel finds herself teetering on the edge of potential legal trouble and emotional instability, Kristen knows she must act fast. Her instincts tell her to take control by any means necessary, but this raises a crucial question: how far will she go to ensure Rachel's safety? Kristen's past has proven that she doesn't shy away from drastic measures, but could her relentless need to protect Rachel actually cause more harm than good? With outside forces working against her, Kristen faces an uphill battle to keep Rachel from making irreversible mistakes. Every move she makes now is critical, as one wrong step could lead to devastating consequences. If Kristen goes too far, she risks alienating her daughter and losing her altogether. But if she doesn't do enough, Rachel could slip further into dangerous territory. This storyline is set to unravel in dramatic fashion, with Kristen walking a fine line between being a protective mother and an overbearing force of control. Will her actions ultimately push Rachel away, or will she succeed in saving her from a fate she cannot yet see? One thing is certain: Kristen will not back down without a fight, and her next move could change Rachel's life forever. Belle Black has been carrying a heavy secret, and the burden of guilt has finally become too much to bear. After much internal struggle, she takes a deep breath and confesses to Brady Black that she had a passionate encounter with EJ DiMera, a moment of weakness that she instantly regretted. Brady listens in stunned silence, his expression unreadable as Belle spills the truth. She explains how it happened, how she was vulnerable and lost in the moment, but most of all, how deeply she regrets betraying her own principles. The weight of her words lingers between them, thick with emotion. Brady, already grappling with his own complicated life, is torn between sympathy for Belle and his own conflicted feelings about EJ's role in their world. Belle's confession threatens to create a rift between them. As she anxiously awaits his response, Brady finds himself caught in the middle of his own turmoil. Between Kristen's manipulations, Ava's unpredictability, and his responsibilities as a father to Rachel, his plate is already full. Belle's revelation only adds to the chaos surrounding the Black and DiMera families, setting the stage for more drama to unfold. The burning question remains: how will Brady process this betrayal? Will he be able to forgive Belle, or will this revelation drive an even deeper wedge between them? And with EJ always lurking in the shadows, will Belle be able to fully escape the consequences of her actions? Speaking of Brady, his relationship with Ava has been rocky at best. Though they haven't officially split, Brady can sense the inevitable. With Rachel's troubles, Kristen's interference, and Ava's unpredictable nature, their connection is being tested like never before. Is Brady preparing for the end? If so, how will Ava handle the breakup? And could Kristen use this as an opportunity to reclaim her place in Brady's life? There's no telling where this love triangle will lead, but one thing is certain: trouble is brewing. With emotions running high and so many relationships on the verge of collapse, what can fans expect next? Here are some key possibilities. Johnny's rejection of EJ leads to a bigger war. With Johnny severing ties, EJ could spiral out of control. Will he seek revenge or attempt to make amends? Rafe and Jada's investigation brings EJ to his knees. If they find what they're looking for, EJ could be facing more than just personal betrayal, he could be facing prison time. Ava versus Melinda. A dangerous rivalry. If Ava pushes too hard, Melinda could retaliate in a way that changes everything for both women. Brady and Ava's inevitable split. Will Kristen step in and reclaim her place by Brady's side? Belle's confession has unexpected consequences. Could her mistake with EJ destroy more relationships than she realizes? With so many intertwined storylines, Salem is in for one of its most thrilling weeks yet. Monday's episode of Days of Our Lives is packed with explosive drama, shocking confrontations, and life-altering decisions. Johnny's bitter rejection of EJ, Ava's tense face-off with Melinda, and Rafe's pursuit of justice make this an episode you won't want to miss. With betrayals, investigations, and heart-wrenching confessions, the stakes in Salem have never been higher. Will EJ be able to salvage what's left of his family, or is he destined for ruin? Can Kristen truly protect Rachel, or is she fighting a losing battle? And as relationships crumble, who will be left standing when the dust settles? Get ready for an unforgettable episode, and don't forget to drop your predictions in the comments. Days of Our Lives is only getting started, and the drama is about to explode.